Now, this always amazes me. How does it work when an agent has a property on the market for 90 days or 100 days, works really hard, markets pretty well, but then another agent comes along and sells the property straight away?
It's interesting, isn't it? I'm actually going to be doing a segment tomorrow afternoon for the Real Estate Gym with Tom Panos on what I call post-market cleanups.
Yep.
It's a really big thing. I actually did put something out on my socials the other day and it went absolutely ballistic.
PMC.
I've had agents calling, I'm not joking, from all over the country asking about this post-market strategy cleanup.
Now, it is relevant because properties were not flying out the door within 7 days or 14 days like they used to.
No.
So people are looking at their agent, giving their agent a poke and saying, who are you? Is it my price of my property? Is it my property? Or is it the promotion of the property, or all of the above? So this is where a good agent is an expert. Let's talk about Kangaroo Street. Where'd the buyer come from?
So I reckon part of it was all the 1%ers as well. So that particular buyer inquired on the property late Sunday evening. Yep. So I replied to the inquiry, then was emailing back and forth till about 8 o'clock at night and organised to get them through Monday the next day at 2 p.m.
Now, straight away, you create a good feeling with the buyer, because normally they're going, this guy's snappy, this guy's easy to deal with. It's a good feeling.
I don't know how many agents normally. Yeah, exactly. Like normally when you send an inquiry to an agent on Sunday evening, you're expecting a reply sometime on a Monday if you're lucky. So to get that reply straight away was definitely a good start to it.
But let's move back. Can we just move back a little bit further than that, guys? Because this is a property, for anyone who's tuning in, this is a property that we just sold in Kangaroo Street, Manly, that had been on the market with a local agent for months, and we came through and sold it within days. Now, this is not luck. This is not a rock star record-breaking price market, right? This is a longer days on market. This is a tricky market, and this all came down to strategy.
And this is what sellers are looking for at the moment, because their property may not be selling quickly, and they're looking for strategy.
Yep. So what we do is we actually take the old listing and we look at it and we smash it over the head. We break it down, we burn the whole campaign, and we rebuild it again, and we rebuild it from the ground up. It's a team effort. The vendors need to be on board. Often I will say to my vendors, please close your eyes and ears and just let me do what I need to do to get you guys sold. The other critical thing I want to point out, because a lot of people have been coming through on my socials saying, yeah, but it's easy to sell a property cheaply. This did not sell cheaply. This sold for $1.29 million. The agent that was on the job before, that was a great agent, incidentally, the highest offer they got was 1.23 back in May when the market was stronger. This is a two-bedder in Manly, no parking.
From the property.
They had I think it was a verbal offer of or interest. Let's call it buyer interest. Oops, my stool's giving way underneath me. Yes, I'm standing on a stool. These two boys are very tall. It made me stand on a stool.
Out of interest, owner-occupier, investor.
Owner-occupier.
Yep.
Lovely owner-occupier.
Gorgeous. Love these vendors.
No parking. She didn't need parking either, because it's right in the heart or the core or close to Manly.
Yep.
How did the buyer feel about interest rates?
She didn't mind at all. She just sold her property.
So it was pretty much not a lot
Cash
of
buyer.
lending, good to go, older person. Now, there was a hurdle along the way. And this is where it could have actually fallen over, and probably with most agents would have fallen over. Tell us about the hurdle.
So the interesting part about this property is it was company title, which there's a few older properties around the Northern Beaches that have that, not many of them. And I think for a lot of agents, when you're trying to negotiate on something that you don't understand, that's where it's very easy to fall over, especially when with this particular hurdle where buyers feel uncomfortable, vendors feel uncomfortable because they don't know. It's very, very easy for it to all crumble over. So with this particular one, it was a lovely older lady, and with company title, it's very strict in terms of the rules of what you can and can't do with the property. And the biggest thing with this one was getting her pet approved.
So older lady had a dog.
Just a small elephant.
Yeah. So no, beautiful dog. Actually,
dog.
gorgeous rescue dog, a lovely rescue Kelpie.
Yep.
And this is this lady's companion. Now, we heard the story. We went back to our beautiful vendors and they said, look, we've got it. There is a no dog policy here. And I tell you what, I've never put on my Erin Brockovich hat quicker
That's exactly what it
than
was.
what I did this time. I was like, you know what? This is a beautiful lady who's given so much of her time to our community.
Yep.
I won't go into great detail. She's rescued a dog 2 years ago that's 12 years old. This dog does not make a sound. And they were saying, I'm sorry, you can't bring the dog. So we put forward a case. And I tell you what, we work day and night on it,
and
Michael.
a lot of toing and froing, a lot of meetings, and yeah, definitely not just your stock standard negotiation, which most agents would normally go down the path of.
Yep.
And it was because of that we're able to get it over the line for not only the vendors but the buyer as well to actually put it together.
Oh yeah, and the vendors were absolutely phenomenal. They were a huge part of the process in assisting to get this dog approved for this lady. But again, guys, I just want to keep drawing back to, you know, the post-market sales. This is one of many, many sales that we've done. And we just did another one recently, Michael. It had been listed with an agent for 3 months. We got it sold. It's not luck. It's strategy. All right. So it's about relooking the whole campaign, price, product, promotion, and then launching it back out to other avenues in addition to the real estate portal. Social media, obviously for us now, was a massive, massive channel. But, you know, a culmination of all of these things is what's getting these properties sold.
That's the thing. It wasn't just one individual thing that we did. It was like what Lisa said, burning the campaign, doing fresh marketing so it looks like a brand new property when you're putting it there to the market. It's the negotiation from the agent. It's the taking the inquiry late on a Sunday night, servicing the client. It's all these little 1% things that add up to getting it done. You can't just do one of them and hope for the best. You got to do
100%.
everything.
And don't forget, guys, we're families selling to families. This is a person, their dream was breaching, crushed, the seller. They were thinking, it's not the time, it's not the market, I've tried, I can't get it done. But they persisted. It's a dream about a purchaser saying, I like this apartment, I want to buy it, and that dream getting crushed by saying, no, we can't have pets in this building because it's company title. The catalyst in all of this was the tenacity of the real estate agents on every single level of the transaction. And they turned that client's dream to sell. They turned that other client's dream to buy, which was the one property, and they made it happen. And I've got to say, it can just be your selection of your agent that you are lacking, because that new agent's going to have the tenacity, the
I love that word,
to make it happen.
I love that word. That is a massive word right now in this market, Mark, because in a roaring hot market, every agent is a rock star, right? Every agent's got record price, street record, right? But in a turning market, it's the agent that's going to be the most tenacious, that is going to do something over and above the average person.
We are reveling in this market.
We are. I mean, any agent can take marketing money and put you onto realestate.com. All right. Those portals are phenomenal. We use them all the time. But the question you've got to ask, guys, is what is your agent doing that is over and above that? Are they being tenacious? Are they the Erin Brockovich of, you know, of the community? Are they pushing the boundaries? Are they getting buyers through in lightning speed? You know, they've got to be pushing and pulling all levers to get this done. As I said, it's not luck in this market. It's certainly not luck.
All right, guys, it's a live show. If you've got any questions, throw them at us quick before we go. But that is it. I think
great sale. Beautiful property
of Kangaroo. An amazing property, an amazing sale. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
There's plenty of good stories like this that we're producing, and we're going to start producing them all as live, so you can watch them. The neighbours can watch them, and the locals can watch them, and the agent that didn't sell it can watch them. Everyone can watch these live.
Who's a fine agent? Credit where credit's due. A fine agent.
Top of the.
It's good to know for vendors. It's good to know
huge.
for vendors out there that have been burnt by any agent and they've come off the market. They're not sure. They still want to sell, but they're sort of sitting on the fence. There is hope out there.
Yeah, and I think there's a little bit of luck as well. You know what I often think? Why didn't this lady inquire on the property earlier?
Well, she wasn't ready. So she wasn't ready. She's just sold a house.
A little bit of timing there as well.
Well, you know, a little bit of timing, but hang on a sec. And not only that, guys, there's many buyers that will walk through a property that we will relaunch.
Yes.
You know, the post-market cleanup property. Many buyers walk through and go, I saw this property. Was it with another agent? Like, what's wrong with it? What happened? Right. And the dialogue around that as well. Nothing's wrong with the property. Absolutely nothing is wrong with the
Absolutely not.
property. It just didn't sell. The market turned. Was it the agent? Was it the market? These are questions that, you know, we've got to be asking.
Well, you know what they say about luck?
The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Luck is where preparation meets opportunity.
I love that.
Mm.
I love
And
that.
we prepared and the opportunity
There
was
you
there.
go.
And then we got lucky.
All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to
Thanks,
duck
guys.
into a 12 o'clock. See ya. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. And love ya. See ya.